I guess we're meeting up with Joseph and Damien. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Goth and Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So, I'm curious. Can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter, it provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you. Who were you voiced by? Very proud of my abode. Xephoria. I was just having a conversation with Damien up here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Goth and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know, while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the other kids in the neighborhood.
What?
Hey, Amanda! Would you consider yourself a goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some normcore leanings. That's very specific. Bats are cool, though. Pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we had the pleasure of meeting Damien Bloodmarch. Is that your real name? Damien Bloodmarch. At your service. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's kids appear. Are they speaking in unison? Hey. Why don't you come and play with us? Come play with us. Forever. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christine slowly back away. Where do you think that they got that from? Mary pops in the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Well, obviously one of you watched The Shining. Because I don't think they would have found that on the internet. You probably have it somewhere. Mary takes a long sip of wine.
Oh my god.
I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? Why would you do that? Like, blank VHSs weren't that cheap, I don't think. We had so many, I assume that they were cheap. She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me.
Hey,
Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my 5th.
give it a rest.
I've squeezed 4 little. Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary? Okay, geez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can we go now? Lucille, have I introduced you to Xephoria yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Okay, so I don't think this is the person that Amanda was texting. Because this is Lucienne, and she was texting Liam. Okay. I have it together now. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucielle bows. Whatever, sir. Lucielle bows again. Lucienne. I don't know why I keep calling him Lucielle. My Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you vegetarian? Yep. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad, that's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Were you a sailor? Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yep, I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine? What? Lucienne pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666. Oh yeah, it's right there. I didn't even notice. You're so edgy. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucienne. We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? You are a pastor and you don't know the significance of 666? No. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful though, that number carries weight. Okay, so he's approaching it very lightly. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. Okay, so now we have one final group of dads, Matt, Hugo, and Craig. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare 2 art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place. And to try and take something like, say, the Rocco period and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context at which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Let's listen in.
Oh.
That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess? I am so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over to Craig, who returns it. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You know what? Subjective. Subjective is a good word to use for the arts, because it's basically dependent on your standpoint. How do you mean? Oh no. Well, that painting of the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice. Matisse rocks. Oh no, they're probably gonna be like, that's this artist. That's Magritte. Right. Art. Sorry. You're fine, dude. We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you liked Van Gogh or Picasso better. Hugo throws up his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of cubism? Man, that's all way above my head. Me too. It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it, and that's awesome. Just one moment about that. Hugo, please. Sorry. I get really fired up about art stuff. Xephoria, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly.
Hey.
Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. Is this gonna be his Matt's? Aw, your daughter is cute. All these daughters are cute. What is it, sweetheart?
It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it.
Hey.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head.
Hey.
Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over.
Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on.
Hey.
Hey, Xephoria, this is my daughter. She is adorable.
Hello. I'm Carmencita.
Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually. Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop? And my old colleague friend? And, your teacher? Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors. Yep. You still gonna give me that overdue term paper? Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. I raised my daughter good. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go? Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Sweet Manchego.
Ernest! Sweet Manchego? Is that what you said? Ernest Hemingway Vega. Are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag from his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half my yard too. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Man, that is a rebellious teen if I've ever seen one. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Xephoria, this is my son Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey, nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter, we're all gonna be dead and... Ernest? Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah. Good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest! Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Jeez. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritative dad, and he clearly resents me for that.
Oh.
I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, it's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I am as cool as a cucumber.
Hey.
See? That right there. You can't say that.
Oh.
My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dad?
Oh.
I don't know.
Hey.
I think we just have to accept the fact that, as dads, we become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to ironically wear socks with sandals. Or unironically wear them. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool.
Nice.
I yell across the yard to my daughter, Amanda! I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about it makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, Xephoria. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. I met everyone. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique.
Oh.
You probably didn't know this, Xephoria, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship.
Oh.
He's ungrillable.
Dude.
I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up.
Hey.
Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him.
Oh.
Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake.
Hey.
Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop. All of the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison.
Nice.
All right, guys. The food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. Man, it's so wild how all our dads live in the same cul-de-sac.
Oh.
Kinda nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid.
Oh.
We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dad Book? There's a Facebook specifically for dads? Dad Book? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, it's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes right over my head sometimes.
Don't worry, Pups. I'll help you figure it out.
The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencetta and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Oh, I have officially finished the intro. Now I wait. Okay, now it's gone. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I got a burger in me. Sweetie, if I can impart any sort of wisdom upon you right now, and not that this is a bad situation, but if you're ever in an uncomfortable situation, always look for the silver lining. The silver lining gets you through the other side. We ate Rockenbergs today, and it was good.
Yeah.
Amen. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dad Book. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. That quirky lab assistant, okay, we'll never know. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah. I'm going out with some friends. Oh. Is that okay? Of course, just keep me posted. And be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not gonna do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights on, are you? What? No, I've never done that and I never will do that. Okay. Do you have plans tonight? My plans were kinda eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna work on some stuff. You know, Dad stuff. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay?
Great. See you later.
I watch Amanda drive into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's having a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that. Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Like, just making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food with real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send her a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. You know, I want one now. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only not assuming my anxiety, but possibly exasperating it with all the yelling, so I keep pacing around the house waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops, I guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda, sweetie, are you okay? Are you dating someone? Because you can tell me if you're dating someone. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you come home an hour and a half after your curfew, and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you?
I was scared.
You weren't responding, and it was just like when your dad... I have to stop myself from tearing up. Oh, Dad, I didn't mean to... I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just please don't do that again. Alright. I'm gonna go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you?